MrBeast and his legal team are currently trying to silence people from coming out about his immoral actions. He has went as far as to send cease and desists to the website that is hosting the Discord logs of the server that he and Kris Tyson were behaving inappropriately in, with minors being present, causing this website hosting the said proof to be shut down. MrBeast's legal team also sent a cease and desist to the ex-employee Whistleblower, who made the viral video proving how MrBeast not only engaged in illegal lotteries and promoted gambling to children, but also had his friends fake his signatures for merchandise in which is considered fraud. He also used CGI to fake his videos, as well as having misleading advertising in regards to his Feastables chocolate brand, in which he claims is very healthy when it clearly isn't.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
If this all proves anything, it shows how desperate MrBeast and his team are at trying to do damage control and prevent further allegations from coming out by trying to hide the truth from you all. As of yesterday, Dogpack, the ex-employee of MrBeast who whistle-blew against many of his misleading and immoral practices in a viral YouTube video he made gathering over 7 million views, was hit with a cease and desist by MrBeast and his legal team in a drastic attempt to silence him and to prevent him from making his part 2 video set to release soon. The cease and desist stated that Dogpack released sensitive and confidential information about the company's business operations, which is a very specific way of stating that he was revealing information that the MrBeast team didn't want the public to actually find out and know. And let me just summarize some of the points he makes in this viral video. MrBeast took advantage of his young audience's trust by establishing illegal lotteries on his YouTube channel. Now, in order to go on damage control, MrBeast's team is seen wiping evidence of these streams where they are promoting this behavior. But luckily, Dogpack actually shows these archived instances in his big video. But here is in fact proof that MrBeast's team is indeed trying to hide the evidence.
There was 5 hours of one of these live streams where they were doing all this stuff that was still up on Facebook, and now, after all of the news of this broke, they went and took that down too. So they are running around trying to pull every single clip of footage of the stuff that they did, including this one on Facebook. Yeah, that probably says something.
Now, essentially, MrBeast told his fans in this giveaway stream to try and buy his merchandise in order to have a small chance at winning a big prize, such as earning thousands of dollars. Here's an excerpt from Dogpack's video where he shows irrefutable proof that MrBeast engaged in facilitating illegal lotteries by showing numerous instances of him making these sweepstakes to encourage more of his young fans to buy his merch with the false hope of having a high chance to gain a prize. Ultimately meaning MrBeast racks in a large profit from impressionable children, as his company are the only real ones who are benefiting from this all.
In the case of these live streams, they are illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money. On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting 3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
So essentially, MrBeast encouraged his child audience in this stream to gamble and take a chance by buying his merch and having a tiny slim chance at getting a huge sum of money as a reward from it. Keep in mind, a simple Google search proves how this is indeed illegal. North Carolina, which is the state that MrBeast's company and warehouse is situated in, has a law in which states that it is illegal for a person or organization to operate a game of chance or to play or bet in any game of chance that involves winning money, property, or anything of value. And as you can tell, MrBeast was telling his fans that if they bought his merch, some may have a chance to win a lot of money.
And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries.
Dogpack also went over numerous comments of impressionable and vulnerable people who were misled into thinking that they would get a prize from MrBeast due to his deceptive advertising of this illegal lottery, but they ultimately ended up with nothing. Now, even worse for MrBeast was that he was advertising his shirts as being authentically signed by him with his actual signature. However, Dogpack shows literal proof on stream that Tyler, being MrBeast's close friend, was forging his signature, which is a literal form of fraud and is extremely immoral.
So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious?
So not only is MrBeast promoting illegal gambling to children via immoral lotteries, which are against the law in his own home state, but he is also lying and deceiving his own fans that he is authentically signing the merch that they are buying with their own money, because MrBeast's own friend is seen snakily doing this on camera and pretending as if he's doing absolutely nothing, when in actuality, he's forging someone else's signature, which kids are buying thinking is actually MrBeast's. MrBeast even had psychologically deceptive gambling practices in regards to his Feastables lottery. He deliberately made it look like it was super easy to get the grand prize and that you had better odds than you actually did. And Dogpack goes on to show a video of what seems to be an actual child literally participating in this MrBeast Feastable gambling site.
Also, this digital wheel is not remotely representative of your actual odds. Mark Rober has talked about this common deceptive casino tactic before.
You recall from the carnival scam video, the most lucrative games for the carnival owner are those where people overestimate their chances of winning. That is exactly what happens in this game, thinking you were so close to getting a jackpot, when in reality, you weren't close at all. In gambling psychology, this is known as the near-miss effect, and people will spend much more money to try and win because they think they can just do it on the next one.
So I am absolutely pigging out on Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. MrBeast is teaching us gambling? Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway, let's gamble.
I also find it funny that the MrBeast shield called Chucky, who came out to debunk Dogpack's video covering this, doesn't actually bother addressing any of the actual serious claims made or crimes that MrBeast was seen doing, and only addresses menial situations that no one really gives a fuck about. He also doesn't provide any evidence or screenshots to back up his narrative, other than simply just going nuh-uh to the majority of the claims. He's also on MrBeast's payroll, so it's easy to see why he's sucking Jimmy's toes in this tweet, and he's obviously biased in regards to him. It's just pathetic though to see many people think that this tweet seriously debunked the video when it literally didn't at all.
None of this matters. Chucky is picking around the edges. He's not even pretending to address a single thing that matters.
Dogpack also covers MrBeast's extremely high-calorie food products, in which he is actively advertising to people, covering his hypocrisy where MrBeast is seen helping people with health problems, yet is seen pushing unhealthy products to his fans, in which literally cause these exact same health defects. Also, MrBeast has been seen on podcasts complaining about obesity, yet is seen promoting his food products, which are yet again only aiding the US obesity problem. Worse is that he's using money incentives to push these unhealthy food products on his young impressionable fans, who will continue to consume these high-calorie food products, so therefore actively contributing to more health problems that he's so adamant about helping people out on.
But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that MrBeast claims to care so much about: blindness, deafness, loss of limbs. MrBeast also just launched a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
The only thing real in this video is the new MrBeast box at Zaxby's.
I'm pretty sure this would be illegal in Europe. This is like more calories in one meal than the average 10-year-old is supposed to consume on a daily basis.
Tell me how I'm killing little kids.
New research finds childhood obesity rates are getting worse.
The #1 killer in America is obesity. The number of deaths in overweight people surpass alcohol and smoking altogether.
For 30 days straight, we are going to be giving away $10,000 to a lucky customer who scans the QR code on the back of any new Feastable bar.
It's just disappointing to see somebody pretend to care about the health epidemic in the US only when it's profitable for them.
MrBeast is also on record complaining about how many calories and how unhealthy other chocolate is, like Hershey's, and how his chocolate is better for you in these clips presented here.
Only 5 ingredients, infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
However, Dogpack literally covers in his video how Feastables, as of currently, now contains a higher sugar percentage and more calories than Hershey's does. So all this advertisement Jimmy is doing here, where he tries to claim that Feastables is the healthy alternative and is ultimately better for you than other brands, is complete coagulated bullshit. And it's literally deceptive advertising, in which in big cases can be viewed as illegal in his home state being North Carolina, because kids are going to believe whatever MrBeast says because they're being actively deceived by his lies into thinking that his chocolate brand is somehow more healthy to you than it actually is.
In 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month. Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million in prizes when more than a third of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products, forcing you to spend more money if you actually want to redeem them.
In this same video too, Dogpack goes over how MrBeast and his editing team uses an abundant amount of CGI to fake certain aspects of his videos.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, it's not your only way out, you can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker, it's just a guy. This whole room is fake, this contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast, they had him dive through this fake door twice, this line is scripted, this action is scripted, in fact pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
You did it! Yeah! What we did was scripted? Holy shit.
He also goes on to highlight how Mac was a secret employee for MrBeast the entire time and was not in fact some random person who was in desperate need of money. He already had a large mansion and an expensive car, and he was just one of many examples of MrBeast giving money to his friends instead of actual legitimate contestants who need the money. And also in MrBeast's 100 girls versus 100 boys video, MrBeast and his team actively botched and rigged the results of the video in order to draw more favor to the girls and to balance the sides out, because the boys had a very intelligent contestant who was completing all the challenges very quickly. So MrBeast ended up giving 2 times the amount of money that you would even end up winning to this guy, so he could basically drop out. So therefore he directly interfered to rig the results of the competition.
And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. But doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys were blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. Apparently at the end, they were only monitoring the boys to see if they stepped on the red line and not the girls, so that the girls would win the challenge. And to be clear, obviously the girls had an unfair start with having so many MrBeast employees employees get out immediately. You know, I think they all did deserve $5,000 for that, but also the boys should deserve a fair chance at winning, I think. I think that's the expectation when you run a game show.
And that was essentially just the tip of the iceberg that Dogpack had covered. But the fact that he received a cease and desist for essentially coming out about this, and the fact the only feasible response that MrBeast's team could make was with one guy making a debunking post that later ended up also being debunked, it's extremely clear with all of this that MrBeast has only one route, and that is just ultimately using his legal team to bully anyone who comes out about him. Case in point, when the user I'm Brain Freak, also known as Nathan, who used to be involved in circles with MrBeast and Kris Tyson, and used to operate the infamous Discord server with them, announced that the website he had, which hosted the 500,000 Discord message logs proving how disgusting the Discord server that MrBeast and Kris Tyson were a part of actually was, appeared to also have been served with a cease and desist, and the website hosting these logs got ultimately taken down, and any re-uploads of these Discord logs also received the same fate. And if you want more explanation about how bad this Discord server actually was, then make sure to watch my previous video, because MrBeast and Kris Tyson, and much more so Kris Tyson, actively engaged in extremely inappropriate discussions with minors. But now it seems what we can assume to be MrBeast's legal team is doing complete damage control to wipe these logs from being viewed by anyone, in which is just extremely pathetic and makes him look even more guilty. I even have crazy comments by MrBeast fans saying that even if MrBeast killed someone that they would still support him, which is absolutely disgusting and shows where their morals ultimately lie. I'd just like to add as well that Dogpack received a final warning from MrBeast's legal team very recently as of making this script, and in this super scary final warning, they now claim that the information he provided with verifiable proof was actually defamation and not true. Not only that, but Dawson, aka Dogpack's phone number was leaked, and he started receiving texts from people who were involved in MrBeast's circle, and they warned that people are hiring private investigators to look into absolutely everything he has done and to try and use his mental health to discredit his points, in which is an extremely low blow and completely pathetic if they do actually do that. If they attempt to make this document like this whistleblower is stating to Dawson, and they do in fact use Dogpack's mental health as a reason for why he's a quote-unquote liar, that will not prove their innocence whatsoever, and it will just ultimately prove to be an ad hominem point where they're attacking the accuser rather than the validity of the accusation he's presenting against them. All in all, this is an extremely sinister situation and just shows how dark and callous MrBeast Corporation is when it comes to silencing people. Dogpack makes a final statement in his Twitter thread as well, stating that he isn't a drug user and he prefers if Jimmy, aka MrBeast, actually addressed the allegations head on rather than trying to use baseless ad hominems to stain his credibility. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and make sure to share this video so as many people as possible can be made aware of MrBeast's immoral and deceptive actions when it comes to his young fans, as well as hiding the truth from people. And obviously I want to preface the fact that this video is not intended for cyberbullying, hate, or harassment or anything like that. This is just an informative and educational video going over the entire situation as a whole. Anyway, that will be all for today, and also make sure to join my Discord server, discord.gg/Paolo. Goodbye.